Good afternoon. Welcome to another exciting episode of Brian's Table Talks. Hal's here helping me out today with this recording. Just trying to get out and talk to my friends in a different way. So as I've told you before, I'm listening to Audible and listening to books coming and going during the day, and I'm in the middle of one called Failure is Not an Option. It's by Gene Kranz. It's his story as flight director at NASA through much of the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs. I want to share this little paragraph with you. I came across this yesterday, and I thought it was very fascinating. At the part of the book, they're during a mission when things are getting tense, they're getting ready to do moon landings and stuff. And Gene Kranz writes, "It is at moments like this that we counted on Captain Refsmat, our imaginary mascot. In the trench, a Refsmat is shorthand for reference to stable member matrix, a set of equations used among controllers, crews, and flight designers as the mathematical means to determine angles with reference to navigational stars. It is the one constant that ties together all the other reference systems used during a mission, often as simple as a line drawn from the center of the Earth through the launch pad. With data from navigational stars and a Refsmat, the crew can determine the spacecraft's position and velocity in space with a spacecraft computer." Now, I'm going to bet some of you watching and listening to this are going to understand that a lot more than I did. But here's what I got out of it. When things got tense, when things got hectic, they went back to this imaginary mascot, Captain Refsmat, and some very basic understandings to find their position in space. Well, hearing that and got me to think about it, and I started reflecting many, many years ago when I was at Texas A&M University, and I'd find myself in difficult times. My grades weren't so great. Just a harsh day in the Corps of Cadets, just really feeling down like many of us going through college have. I'd sit sometimes at my desk in my dorm room, and I'd open up this little maroon box I've got, and in it were 2 gold bars, and I've still got them, 2 gold bars. And they were a reminder of why I went to school. You see, I went to A&M and to college in general to get a commission in the United States Army, and I did that. But sometimes I lost my way. Sometimes I lost my focus and got sidetracked. And just sitting down and looking at that reminded me of why I was there. It centered me. It helped me find out where I was. Now you got to be thinking, Brian, where are you going with all this? Well, this is our 6th episode of Table Talks. And I'm feeling it, I'm hearing a lot of people, or some people, starting to get a little angry with social distancing. A little frustrated, a little lonely. Might be losing our tempers over stuff that normally we wouldn't be that worried about. And sometimes we all need a little bit of centering, a little bit of finding out where we're at, and just a reminder as we're going through this process that being in our houses, being not able to go places, it is frustrating. But we're doing it for a good reason. We're doing it to help ourselves, and we're doing it to protect our friends and family. Now, on days when I get frustrated, I don't look at those gold bars anymore, but I wear a chain around my neck. And on my chain, there are 2 things. One of them is my medical alert because I'm diabetic. The other one is a cross. And as I've told many, many people, I look down at this and it reminds me of 2 things. One reminds me that I've got flaws, but the other one reminds me that there is somebody who did not have any flaws. And that somebody, Jesus, reminds me of who I am, a child of the living God, somebody called to love one another, to help others, to care about others. And I'm reminded of all the times that Jesus healed people and told us not to be afraid. So a lot of times when I get frustrated, I will sit there and just hold on to that, and I'm reminded of who I am and where I am. I'm a child of God in the midst of God's creation. We all need those centering moments, and sometimes we need those things to look at, to physically be reminded of who and what we are. So I encourage you, if you don't have something like that, look around. What is it that reminds you and helps you figure out what today is, what's going on, and what's important? And I encourage you, when you start getting angry or frustrated, sit down, take a deep breath. You'll probably find out what you're getting angry about you normally wouldn't. My friends, it is challenging what's going on. But you know what? We're not alone. We got each other, and we got our Lord and Savior Jesus. And that makes for a pretty darn good day. So until next time, it's Pastor Brian on Table Talks. Have a great and blessed day.